Is Doreen Taylor, and this is Sincerely Oscar.
And what made you come up with this concept in this show?
I really wanted to honor Oscar Hammerstein in the right way. And, you know, how many shows have been done, how many revivals have been done. But when you speak of Oscar Hammerstein, you rarely talk of just Oscar Hammerstein. You talk of Richard Rodgers, you talk of Jerome Kern, you talk of all these other great, amazing composers. But no one has ever really just dissected his life. And this amazing lyricist, this amazing poet, and said, why did he write what he wrote? And through weeks and months of research, reading papers and reading correspondence and all these things, I really felt that I got a very clear insight into who he was, why he wrote what he wrote, and I felt that I needed to share that with an audience, and thought that we really needed to honor him because he's incredible. The pioneer to open and pave the way for shows like this now, or anything that you see on Broadway right now. He really opened the door and is such an innovator.
If you had to choose a lyric of his, what is your favorite?
I think the one that touches me the most, I'm not saying it's the most profound, there's two. The most profound that I think he ever wrote was You've Got to Be Carefully Taught. I just think that one, especially now in today's political climate, it's still applicable today, and it's probably more so at this point. And just the fact that he wrote that how many years ago and had the courage to write that, and really fought to keep it in South Pacific, he won me over by that. Just that he was really again, pioneer, somebody that really wanted to make a difference but didn't want to be obnoxious about it. He injected it into his art and really did it in a way so that people listened. And I think he paved the way for artists like me and a lot of the things that are happening today.
And what was the other one?
The one that moves me the most is You'll Never Walk Alone. I just feel goosebumps. And I don't know, I'm not sure I'm a spiritual person. I don't know what I am. I'm kind of like Oscar in that way. I'm a little, whatever that is. But when I sing that song, I feel that there's a presence. I feel like maybe he's here and he's looking down on me and he's approving, and I just feel it moves me. And we do close the show with that, and it's just a very emotional moment for me to sing that song.
Right now, the Rodgers and Hammerstein Library is doing R&H Go Pop. What are you trying to get across with your arrangements of these songs?
While we're fresh, we do take a new spin on many of the arrangements. We are still rooted in the traditional. We didn't want to, and I've never changed a word of Oscar at all. I was very specific about when we started this, that not one word of Oscar can be changed, because this is what it's about. It's about his words. The music is almost secondary in this case. While it's amazing and it's a great vehicle for his words, we really wanted to honor that. And so we took a fresh spin, but adding, beautiful string arrangements, adding the traditional colors that you would normally hear in one of their big orchestral works. So we've kind of given a little, sort of what our show is, a mesh of the old meeting the modern. And we kind of have married that in such a way with the technology, with the music, with even the looks. We want to embrace that whole thing where the past is meeting the future.